What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rome 300 back again with another video. Yes, I'm back again. Thank you guys for joining me on He Smells Like Rome. I appreciate each and every one of you. Just joined me for the first time. I'm your guy if you're looking for exclusives, hard to find fragrances, and fragrances most people are not talking about. So, y'all saw the title. This is Motif Olfactif, made and created by Mr. Oz. I call him the Yoda of the fragrance game because this man is so knowledgeable and so in-depth when he does his reviews. And a couple of years ago, he created his fragrance brand, kept it a secret for a minute, but so happy that I finally got mine. I got mine Christmas of last year, and I'm just doing a review now because I just kind of been, taking a break from making some videos, but now it's time to review this joint. It's a beautiful fragrance. Now, y'all saw the last video I did. That was based on a coffee fragrance. I wasn't completely in frame. I apologize again, but it was based on coffee. This one is based on coffee also, but it's different in so many ways. So many ways. That one was more on the espresso side. This one, in my opinion, is more on the cappuccino and also just the raw coffee grind. So we're gonna dive deep into this fragrance. Let's get it going right now. All right, so first up, we talking about coffee, so I wanna take a sip of my coffee. And then let's get into this. Motif Olfactif, like I said, this brand has been out almost 3 years. And this is how it comes in the packaging. The packaging is very nice. A sturdy cardboard box, as you probably can see, has some graphic designs in the box itself with Motif Olfactif written in the front. And I love his label. That's distinctive and definitely something that will catch your attention. When you open it up, nice and elegant coffin, simplistic but also very nice. I'll let you guys see a close-up of it. It has a nice, almost cushion felt type enclosing, where it kind of feels like a suede or a velvet enclosing inside, but it's really, really nice. The bottle itself is gorgeous. He remodeled the bottle, and I think that was a good decision. This looks niche. This looks luxury. Everything about that bottle is beautiful. Timeless, simplistic, gold cap with the motif symbol on the top. Hopefully y'all can see that. The plaque in the middle with the name of the fragrance, also Motif Olfactif. Just a beautiful, elegant bottle. Once again, timeless, will last forever, will not look dated at any time. So I thought that was a good touch, and he took his time with it. Get to the fragrance itself, guys, I'm gonna tell you the name, the if you watch the video that he did when he first brought this out, I was intrigued by the whole story. I'm not gonna go into that. You can watch this video, but just to give you over cap, Zouma is from where his mom is, and Toma is from his dad. Two different tribes or countries. Hopefully I'm not messing that up. Correct me if you feel free to fact check me, that's fine. But the story in itself, he would go stay with his grandparents for a certain amount of time in a certain period of time, just to kind of slight vacation, real world atmosphere in Africa. It was harsh, it wasn't very pleasant in what he said, but over time he started to appreciate the nuances between a comfortable life and somewhat of a struggle life, and those contrasts, it kind of made him appreciate both aspects of where he grew up. So to bring it back in perspective, he created a fragrance that brought those memories basically to the forefront in a bottle. And I thought that was a unique story. Like I said, I don't want to break down the entire thing because he already did that. You can go watch that on his video. In my opinion, this is one of the best coffee fragrances in the world. Yes, I'm from Jersey. Yes, I say coffee a little different. But when I tell you the coffee in this is so delicious, so mouth-watering, it is addictive. Like, I love coffee, not to the extreme, but I enjoy it enough to probably have a cup a day, sometimes two. This reminds me of the coffee grinds before you make the coffee, and also further into the dry down, it reminds me of a cappuccino. Now, I'll explain that. Let me give myself a little dose to just refresh my memory, and you can also see the atomizer. Now, the atomizer is definitely one of the ones that spreads out, not direct. I would also bring it a little closer to my hand so you can get most of it on your skin and not everywhere else. Wow. So, like I said, opening is the raw coffee grinds, not the beans, the grinds. It's just in almost a powder form, met with a dry powdery vanilla. In my opinion, it's also met with a blast of spices. Now, the spices is almost reminiscent of like Indian spices, but the cardamom in this is slightly sweet, complemented with that powdery vanilla. Overall, it's raw in the beginning. It's raw, it's dense, it's strong, but immediately you will think coffee. That's what I do when I first smell this. Further along, getting into the mid of the fragrance, it becomes a little bit more drier versus this liquid coffee vibe. It has a benzoin vibe. The cardamom stays with the spices, keeps it in that dry aspect, but the coffee never goes away. It's tamed and not so harsh in the beginning, still maintains the sweetness that keeps it edible. You feel like you want to drink the coffee, you feel like you want to smell it in the morning, right? It also has kind of it's an earthy vibe. It has an earthy vibe with it. You know how when you're gathering coffee beans and getting the grinding, this stuff happens outside. This stuff happens when they're picking the beans off of I'm not gonna say leaves, but they're picking it off of extracting it from the branches, right? I cannot express how authentic this smells. I cannot express it as best as I'm telling you, this is so authentic to raw coffee. Just before you pour it into its filter, trying to make a brewed coffee drink. It doesn't stay there the entire time though. It doesn't. It goes into almost a benzoin, tonka bean, gourmand side, but just a step in that direction. Not completely. It does not get to the point where it's dessert-like. It still maintains the characteristics of sweetness, but this is where the caramel kind of, I guess you could say what I said, cappuccino, right? So imagine cappuccino or caramel frappe, right? If you ever had one of those, towards the beginning of the dry down, still in the middle of the fragrance, you get the spices, but imagine having a cappuccino with cinnamon kind of put onto it, and you're in an earthy environment, like a dirt road, maybe somewhere where they haven't paved the street, and you're just kind of walking. I'll give you a better example. You ever put fresh soil down. Like if you're planting trees or you're planting like some rose bushes or planting seeds in the ground, that soil-like smell is also combined with the spices. Now, to me, fresh soil smells really good. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't remind me of something dirty, but it still gives you that dryness, that airiness, that aromatic smell. And this, it combines all that together, puts it in a package, and delivers it like a beautiful present. This is such an amazing fragrance. Now, people might think, oh, this is going to be a beast mode fragrance. It's going to be crazy strong. In the opening, it has the potential to do that. But however he made his magic or created his magic, he held it at a point where it's noticeable. It's there, but it's not beast mode. I wouldn't even call it super strong. I just think that it's a balanced fragrance. It's a balanced fragrance. It is one of the best authentic coffee-based fragrances I've ever smelled in my entire life. When it comes to this fragrance or oud and bourbon, it's kind of hard to say which one is number one. I would say that oud and bourbon is best for the fall, and this one is best for the winter and fall, leaning more towards the winter side. It's gonna last longer. This is from the time you spray it to the time you go to bed, this will be on you at some capacity. For the first 4 to 5 hours, it's gonna be there at its full 100%, maybe 10% each hour is gonna drop. Towards the dry down, you're gonna get 50% of this. Hands down, it will not drop anymore. Times to wear this, any occasion where you're going out, where you're dressed your best, weekends, parties, events, or you just want to be in a good mood. This is unbelievable, and it's super affordable for a niche luxury brand, independent brand. $130 for a 50 ml bottle. You cannot beat that. I don't want to beat y'all in the head anymore. If I have not convinced y'all to go on that website and order a bottle, I don't think I'm ever going to do that. But I'm telling you right now, guys, this is a fantastic fragrance, one of the best in the game. Go check it out. I'm out. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say. Until next time, like I always say, it's okay if you want to smell like Rome. I'll check you guys out later. Until then, peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.